Um, no, there's no recovery button. There's an auto hover, but you wouldn't say it's a recovery button. You've still got a lot of yeah, you could use the auto hover, but I've seen a lot of people pressing it at the wrong moment. You need to press it when you're nearly at the ground, but it still doesn't guarantee. You've still got momentum in your helicopter, so it doesn't immediately save your crash landing. It takes a while to kick in. They call it auto hover, which is not the same as recovering like in DayZ. DayZ sort of gets you out of the horrible moment you're going to crash. Not so in Arma. Um, you press the button, and if you've got pitch forward, pitch back, sideways, and momentum, it still carries on. So it's good for landings when you've got time. You get near to your thing, you activate the button, and you come down nice and like a little feather. Um, but as we all know, Arma is a military game, and there are people out there with RPGs only willing for you to press that button. Because as soon as you press that button, your ability to get down fast is reduced. And as soon as you hit that button, you go into the auto hover, out comes the RPG, and you start getting weird things happen called death. I haven't. I've watched the videos, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the scenery. Sort of reminds me of Glencoe in Scotland. The mountains on either side of the road. Yeah, just enjoying the scenery for the moment because I know that I'm not going to enjoy it once I start getting into games. This will be the scenery will be the least of my concerns. At the moment, I'm just all, oh, look at that, lovely. Yeah, when you get in the game, you won't see this because you'll be so focused on trying to survive. The scenery is just there. You don't get a chance to enjoy what the devs have done with the maps. This is the Evron. I think it's Evron. This is the Evron map. Um, is Evron, isn't it? I think that's Evron. There's only one problem with the map. It's not instantaneous open. It's all you press it, opens, press it, close. Yeah, there's a good 1.5 second open and close time. So if you're driving, you can hear it slows down. And one of the things is, I read on one of the forums, if you are a passenger in the front seat, or you become a passenger in the front seat, be it the helicopter or the trucks or the cars, open your map, give directions to the driver, because he might not know the map, uh, and it might get lost or drive the wrong way into the enemy. So yeah, that's something I've done a lot of reading, um, looking at Game Master and things like that. I'm just enjoying the castle up there. I'll have a look at that later. This is the return trip. So what I've done is I came down the road once, offloaded, did the run again, and I can't offload because this is, well, I haven't done it properly. But anyway, this is just an experimental for me. It's not quite the same as multiplayer. That's the thing to remember. The oh, nice artwork. Hmm. There's a lot of things you sort of you see, and if you go into the game master mode and just drive around the islands or the maps, you see all these little things and you go, ooh, never seen that before. Exploration. Enjoy the moment. You won't get the chance later on. So I have used 3/4 of a tank of fuel. I left here with a full tank. and I drove from the south St Pierre all the way up to the airfield there. So from here all the way down the road. So I went up to the airfield and back again. That's 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So you definitely need these things, these refueling points. Let's have a look. Might be able to get a helicopter here and go back on the helicopter. I thought there might be a counter on that, but there's a counter. So 69, 68.4 percent was used. 68. That's 34% up there and back, from the top of the island to the bottom of the island. Oh, and I've got a little controller, little Xbox controller, but my hands are so um, painful that using the controller, I'm using that to guide myself, but I found that the hot ass joystick does not respond fast enough for the cyclic up and cyclic down. So the best thing to do is that you use the joystick for your pitch forward, pitch back. It's just I don't think I can offload anymore. I think I'm full on this base. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, we're full up here. Anyway, just experiment. Bye bye little truck. So I'm using a joystick for the axes of the helicopter. Shift and rotate. Let's put that there, like that. Okay. But I'm using spacebar for. See, this is kind of strange. Okay, let me explain. Spacebar for up, shift for down in the collective. The joystick is left, right, front, back, and rotate. I've noticed something. The American trucks, you get in on the left-hand side, but the helicopters, you get in on the right. Now, what's the logic there? Strange, that. They say pilot on the right and co-pilot on the left, but right, okay, left, right, forward, back, rotate. Okay. I've unplugged my other joystick. I'll boost it up. Now, the fun bit. I'm going to follow the road back in third person. I can't see the compass. There must be one there somewhere, so I just haven't found it. So, the hot ass throttle does not respond fast enough for the up collective and down collective. So it's 2 keys on the keyboard for those, and the rest of it is on the joystick. So we'll fly home. Let's go have a look at that castle. Now I can use the auto hover and then free view to have a look around. Being up here is a bit of an Arma 3 feel to it. As you can see, there's a bit of drift on the heli. Ooh, what's that? Like a kiosk. Okay. Nice big space bar there. Mash for keeping the collective up. I have yet to find out if trees are bendy. I don't believe so. I think they're very solid. There's a bad view through the front window. I need somebody to clean it. Helicopter maintenance. Always keep your windscreen clean. That's something. They could do a mod. Cleaning mod so you can clean the windscreens of the helicopters. Oh, birds. Campsite. Rejoin the road. That's a much shorter trip. of lag there. Crush that light. Oh, I'm down. Oh dear. Yeah, I know, it's English heli. It's strange, I'm sure. Cup of tea, I think. Let me just scream at the wife. Hold on. So yeah, um, I've got the joystick running on the joy to key thingy. There's the joy to key. Let's unlock that. So joy to key. The joystick's on that. The joystick converts into mouse movement, which you have to enable in the settings, gameplay, mouse, aircraft control. So it's really mouse controlled, it's mouse and keyboard, but really I'm using a joystick keyboard. Whatever. So the joystick replaces the mouse, because I can't hold the tiny little mouse, but it's much easier to rest my hands on the joystick. It works. Get out. Ooh. Yeah, somebody was saying the other day about about trying to find the fueling point. See, the problem is if you have the door open, you can't see the fueling point. The fueling point is actually right here. It's that hole there. It's got writing all over it, but if you've got the door open, if you open this door, I can open the door then, get in as passenger, open trunk. No, open, there we are. So once the door's open, you can't see the fueling point. So that explains that. Yeah, but the fueling point's on the left. If it was that's a British helicopter, isn't it? A bit like British cars. On the left for the fueling, on the right for driving. So this is really a British helicopter. um, but it's supposed to be a Hue, which is American. Now you've got steps here to actually get up onto the top. You can't do that. Um, no, you can't get up on the roof. No, no, can't get up on top. But anyway, that's that. I've got to practice landing. I've got the other things down pat, turnings, rolling, barrel rolls, that sort of thing. That's relatively easy. It's the landing bit that gets me. So, yeah. So, yeah. So today's been quite fun going round. Just got a cup of tea. My wife made me a nice cup of tea. So, I personally, I'm not eager to rush into battle because once you go into battle, then you lose the wonder and the niceties of what the devs have created. A lot of young people buy the game, jump straight in, and they get on with their fighting. And then, after about a month or so, they've had their kicks, and they get a little bit bored, and there's not much else for them. And they've completely forgotten about the exploration and the environment. If you look around, take a look at the ground. This is wood. Or is it metal? That's a good question. Is that wood or is that metal? It could be metal. Yeah, it's metal. Yeah, metal. Don't know why they use metal in. There's a rock there. Can't pick it up. The lights work though. That's one thing. How are we looking anyway? So refuel. Let's refuel up. Since I'm on the right hand side of the pad, nearest the fuel point, you can fuel up. Yay! And we can do this. No, can't get enough. There's no points here. So this is the game master. I've just dumped everything out I could think of that you might find. The only disappointment is the field hospital. The field hospital. No, nobody. I looked at a couple of videos about the field hospital. It has no function apart from being an extra storage point. Now, earlier there were crates in there, and you access that by opening this. It's 3,800. That's all it is. There's nothing in the tents. But if you're injured and you stand inside one of these tents, apparently you heal faster. That's all it does. You got these lights. I suppose you could use these lights as a something. Anyway, we've got have a look. Put these floodlights in places. These floodlights. They're a handy thing. Where's the switch gone? There it is. What you can do, something that I haven't seen people do. You could actually build these um, facing out from the base. And at night time, you can be in the base, and anybody looking in can't see very well. But anyway, see, most others are facing inwards, so you've got to be careful of that. Alright, tea. Yeah, I really like the scenery. I like the compared to DayZ standalone, the quality of the textures and the graphics are another step up. As far as the soldier himself, um, he needs a bit. They need a bit more muscle, really. To be honest, they look a little bit weak. They're just standing there. They don't have. They don't look like they could carry all that equipment. Yeah, they do need a little bit more muscle on them. Yeah, I won't go more into more detail apart from that. Just stir my tea. Yeah, I tried using the HOTAS or HOTAS, whatever you want to call it, to fly the helicopter. Doesn't work. The throttle not so responsive. I tried it with the other programs, Gremlin and X360 CE. Again, they don't like my computer. They bug out every now and then. They just sort of stop working. So it's keyboard and joystick. It works, and whatever works for you, I suppose. Another advantage of Joy to Key is the fact that it's mouse controlled. So if I need to, I can just literally, if the joystick is being a pain, I can switch the keyboard. I can use the mouse. I can see that's keyboard. This is mouse, and you can see it's that's keyboard. But see the keyboard, the mouse, very fast response on the left right. Keyboard, not so much. Forward back. Okay, let's go forward and back. Forward back. Yeah, much more responsive on the mouse. You can really throw the mouse around and get something done. Can't do that with the throttle. Joystick does need a bit tweaking to get the same effect, but it's mouse controlled, so it's a mouse. Whether you use a rollerball or whether you use an optical mouse or whether you use a trackball mouse, up to you. Rollerball, trackball, whatever you call it. But yeah, each to his own. Me personally, this is the sixth day. It's been 6 days since I started um, learning to fly, learning to play the game. I'm doing it in Game Master mode, so when I go on the server, I don't look a complete twat. So there we go. Anyway, so learning the ropes, as it were, without being and putting anybody else in a situation where they have to turn around to me and tell me off. Like I saw a video earlier. Um, there's a short little clip where a player was trying to unload, or sorry, he was loading up his loading or unloading his truck. Another player came along and started doing it for him. Um, so yeah, you don't realise what the truck does. The truck actually, when you're delivering supplies, you're creating experience points, or whatever you want to call it, points for your character by making the delivery. Not physically A to B. When you get there, actually finally giving the supplies to the base is the transaction that gives you points. Putting it in your truck and driving the truck, you don't get points. It's the physical putting that supplies or currency into the base's inventory or the base's resources that gives you the points. So, spacebar. I'm going to use auto hover for this. You see, hit auto hover. It takes quite a while to actually, and you still got to balance it out. Unlike DayZ, where it takes over completely, you still have this. You still have quite a bit of control over the auto hover. The auto hover sort of puts it in a. Yeah, I close enough? Yep, close enough. There you go. So you don't really. This is what a lot of videos show you. They show you run over to here and then run over to here. But what you do is put yourself halfway between the 2 points and edge yourself in. Find out how close you have to be. Then drag and drop. And you realise that helicopter's far away, and that's not within contact. You can't actually touch that. You can walk up to it. Now you can interact with it. You don't have to be that close. You can be that close. There you go. See. Let's say how far away. Let's put that. Two lengths. There you go. 2 body lengths. So if there's anybody standing nearby, I'll lay down. You can or shoot them, and then you know how far away you are. You don't have to be right on top of it. You just need to be, you yourself have to be within the radius of influence, or circle of influence, whatever you call it, within range of each one, and then you can get to it. Yeah. Right. So, and you don't need to open the door to get in most times. Well, that's what I found. Now, that's the co-pilot seat. Is it the co-pilot seat? Let's have a look. So this is, if we look at that, jump across. Yeah, it's a British helicopter. Simple. Power up. I'm being told not to forget my cup of tea. Excuse me a second. I have a green screen right behind me, and the other side of the green screen, somewhere over there, is my wife. So, don't need to take off. Auto hover is only really useful when you're landing. As far as taking off is concerned, power, go back the way you came, and rotate. So let's take a little trip down to we'll do a pretend run. Pretend we're going to drop this delivery off. I like flying, like in Arma. I found that flying on the coast was much safer than flying across inland. And the reason you say that is you can ditch in the water. You survive. Maybe your helicopter might. If you get close enough to the shoreline, you can offload your gear to a truck. Get a truck come in and pick the gear up. And yeah, you don't. If you're low enough, you can sort of auto rotate into the water, unless you've been blown to smithereens, and it's more fun. It's more scenic. You don't have to worry about hills and telegraph wires. You can see the helicopters and they can see you. It's nice and flat. Okay, you might get the odd person with a wanting to shoot you down, but you get the same as if you're going through the country. You can always swim to shore if you ditch. This is the first time I've been down the coast, so for some reason third person in Arma Reforger is a lot more, to be honest, a lot more difficult to fly. First person is so much easier. Don't know why. Okay, set the music. The Beach Boys. Canoe. Or a boat. That's not a boat. This is one of the things I've noticed, that a lot of people fly direct A to B. They set their compass heading and off they go. And the enemy pilots and the enemy go, oh, he's going to this place from this place, and I'll just sit here in these trees, and he's got to fly over me. So you'll notice I'm not, I haven't got my Noah up. But taking the scenic tour. Oh, this is nice. Why do I seem to be rocking about all over the place? There's potential if you're going in a straight line, then, oh look, you're a sitting duck, so a little bit of rock can sometimes put the enemy off getting the right shot. There's only the aircraft that have like heat seekers properly. The rest of it is like RPGs. Okay, we're coming in for a, let's go third party for this so we can see. Okay. Okay. Not in the middle. Don't care. Let's turn that off. And we exit. So, nah, it'll do. So the same thing. Let's see. Okay, it's up there. 3% compared to the truck, which used 30%. That's not a bad thing. No, sorry. There are no animals in Arma Reforger at present. Um, there's little birds flying around, but that's just textures. There's nothing you can. The only thing you can kill are other players. Yep. There's no, unless you go to a day. Possibly if you go to a DayZ server. There are servers out there that are configured for like DayZ. Um, they might have the mods, but I haven't seen any animal mods yet. I haven't actually looked, to be honest. So you can play both games. Don't deny yourself the hunt on DayZ. Don't deny yourself the ability to kill other players in Reforger, because in Reforger you don't lose your gear. Yeah, you die, you respawn, you got your gun again. You don't have to worry. Whereas in DayZ, if a player kills you, PvP, they take all your gear and then you have to find fresh gear. So take it as um, an option, as a different style of PvP. You're killing other players, but you don't have to worry about losing your shit. Excuse the French. Um, and if you want to hunt bears and deer, go on DayZ. Hunt bears and deer. Build a base, have fun on a PvE server doing that, trading and other stuff like Family of Gamers, for instance, like I'm on. And when you want to fly helicopters and blow things up and let some steam off because you can't kill the other players, come onto Arma Reforger and do whatever you like. You're doing your part for the team, and DayZ is your part for the environment. Right, now, I have yet to got to figure out how to offload helicopters. Now, um, there's no... Yeah, this is where you spawn helicopters. Oh, maybe. There we are. Oh, it's full up anyway. Okay, so that's the sign there. So what we're going to need to do is we just need... See, you don't need to be at the sign. If you go to the sign, you can't see the helicopter. So, go to the other side and start, sort of, you can start the helicopter if you like. Go, right, okay, it's not close enough. Right, I'm in the sphere of influence of the helicopter. Still helicopter. Oh, look, there we are. So now I can drag the helicopter, and that would have dropped all the supplies in there. But it's full up with supplies, so that's not going to happen. You can see you don't need to be um, up against the delivery point. It's you that matters. Yeah, you can be one body length away from the delivery point and X body lengths away from your helicopter. So there we go. That's that. Okay, landing was a bit crap, but practice. That's why I want to practice. That's why I'm practicing on this, so I don't make a fool of myself. See here, for instance. Let's see, how close? Do I have to be close? Okay, let's find out where the helicopter is. Okay, let's see these. Okay. Okay, so I need to be that far away from the helicopter, but I need to be one body length away from the boxes. I need, so one body length. There we are. Yeah, so if I lay down, it's the height of the body. What's that? 1.5, 2 meters? But I can be quite a distance away from the helicopter. Let's count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steps. Yeah, you can be 1, 2, 2 steps. So about 2 steps away from that. So you can sort of, you can judge it by the width of your screen, really. Yeah. So if you turn, put the sign there. It's about the width of this. There you go. So you stand here at the edge of that. Yeah. And it's about helicopter length. Yeah. So really, you don't need. I don't know about trucks. Let's have a look at trucks. Now, when I left here, there was a truck sitting there. Meh. I flew away and left the truck sitting there at the fuel stop. Or did I? Did I? There's nobody else on here. It's just me. Let's go have a look. Come on. Pop, pop, pom. Transport. Tweak. That'll do. So, there's a little bit of storage there, which is that. Okay. Left hand side for the trucks. Auto start if you like. You just press and hold your forward key. So let's put the truck here. Exit. See how far close you have to be. Because I've been watching the video of people sort of cram their thing right up against the sign just to open it up. Okay. There we are. Okay, so it's not as much as the helicopter. So this is where I need to stand. So effectively I need the truck. Okay. Work that one out. I think that's close enough. So if we stand about here. Oh. Okay. That's working out the dynamics of this thing. Yeah, the truck is not like the helicopter. The helicopter you can see how far away I can be with the helicopter. So, truck, truck. Yay, there we are. Halfway between the two. So about truck length. I can take that, put that in that. Done. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, bye, Urban. Have fun. Yeah, cup of tea. I would actually recommend to people to come in and mess around with Arma inside the Game Master thing. It took me a little while to work out Game Master because I've never used it before. But there's lots of videos out there and stuff. So there you go. That's your thing. So what happens if you decommission with all the stuff on board? Yoink. Okay. So now I can, if I remember. See, that's holding the storage. Anyway, okay, we won't worry about that. Oh, a little bit of lag there. very nice. It's very nice. I like it. I like the textures. They've really done a wonderful job with making it nice. It's very very nice. What more can you say? I need to go. I'll be right back in a second. Let's just put some pain relief on my hands. Now I've got greasy hands. Power up. Oh, hi Jamin. How's it going? People freaking out now they found out that the wipe's coming. I'm on delivery. Very slow delivery. Okay. Nice and slow. Watch the speedometer. Slowly creeping up. The altitude coming up. Now, you see some of these videos where people are doing all these wonderful stunts. Now, the thing is, they've been doing this for months. They started in Arma 3, and they've been able to do all these stunts because they've been able to get onto the servers when it was quiet. Now the servers are much more busy. Oop. Now the servers are much more busy. Getting in to get flying is going to be a little tricky. Ho ho ho. Let's spin that tail round away from that. Take her down. There we go. Made it eventually. So, yeah, so all these people are doing these wonderful stunts and flying around like maniacs. They've been doing it for at least a month or more. They started at Arma 3. They've progressed over to Arma Reforger. They got onto the servers when it was quiet, which is about nearly. Arma Reforger's been out over a year, and it's been relatively quiet. It's only in recent months that the popularity has increased. Um, and for me, I've finally making the transition over to Reforger because there's not a lot left for me in DayZ. And now they've got helicopters and other things into Reforger. There's another patch coming in soon, 1.3. Um, it looks a lot more interesting. I have a problem with PvP. Um, Memory and hands. So if I'm a sniper, not a problem. Distance, yeah. Close quarter combat is where I fail. So defending a base is going to be very difficult. I'll be dead most of the time. But I can run supplies, I can run people. I can carry people and supplies around. I just have to get into landing the damn helicopters. Because that seems to be... that's my only drawback. I need to get the controls sorted out. And my hands sorted out. Oh, pain. So, taking off, not a problem. Flying around, not a problem. Landing is my biggest bugbear at the moment. I can't seem to get the balance right. Like I either come down too hard, or I come up too high when I'm coming into land. Hence the training. So let's see now. According to this, there's nobody watching this, so I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing. controls failed. Just that critical moment. You're doing so well. Hadn't died for nearly an hour. Meh. So, let's see now. Let's have a look at the weather. And do some bright sunshine. Only time of day. Is there a time? Make it 12 o'clock. Let's give it a different year. Bring it more modern. 95, close enough. We'll make it June. And we'll make it 10th. Moonlit nights. Saving close. So, yeah, that'll do. It's our resource situation. Won't worry about that. Let's try a Russian. No. Stick with this one for the moment until I get to a point where I get totally bored. And we'll go from there. So, cup of tea. So, let's see now. Need to go into a different screen for a moment. Copy something across. Where's others? Copy that, put that into Reforger. Ooh, I could make that bigger. How does that look on the preview? That'll do. So that's it. Escape out of this. Escape out of that. Boot up. Colour person. I forgot to check something. Oh, gained another subscriber. Right, up we go. Right, do some landings, I suppose. Okay, let's speed up. And ooh, that's terrible. Terrible. Try again. Power up. What I've got to do is tilt, kick it round. Close enough. Do it again. Need to get into that. Just got to remember where the slow button is. There we go. That's better. I'm down. I'm alive. Let's repair this thing. Probably break the... Yeah. Yeah, drifted straight through. Really need to get that button down. Right, let's try a straight approach. Ha! I think the word is you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette. I'm breaking lots of helicopters. Keep hitting the collective too late, too soon. Okay, let's try just a... Too high. Try in first person. Third person camera angle is giving me problems. Okay, hands. I've been doing this too long. My hands are hurting. question is it better left or better right for me to do the... Oh, I can slow down. It's just judging that distance. It's do the J hook or the roll. It's judging the distance from helicopter to ground and being able to feather it. And the problem is, hands hurt. How long have I been doing this? 2 hours. In future, I need to sort my hands out. I need to go get something to eat. I will be stopping this now. Good luck, everyone. See you next time.